Well, hello YouTube, it's me, Fort Master, and welcome back to another Kurzgesagt reaction. I'm not going crazy, they did just release a video earlier this week, right? It was about quasars and how they could kill galaxies. I don't think I've ever seen them release two videos so close together. So yeah, Kurzgesagt, a new way to understand cancer. Okay, you have my curiosity. Again, happy to have more Kurzgesagt, but I'm just flabbergasted that they've released another video so soon. Yeah, I mean, if we can understand cancer better, I mean, that's a win for us. Original is linked in the description if you haven't seen it for some reason. Corner video shall be going to my newest Let's Play. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's get this thing started then, shall we?
Undead city under siege. Soldiers and police ruthlessly shooting down waves of zombies that flood from infected streets, trying to escape and infect more cities. This is what happens when your body fights cancer. More exciting than any movie.
Yeah.
How does this battle for survival unfold?
Okay.
One, the elimination phase. It all begins with a single corrupted cell. It's no longer able to repair its genetic code, it can't kill itself anymore, and it's beginning to multiply rapidly. At this point, things are not great, not terrible. This cell is not yet dangerous, but if nothing happens, it soon will be. Over a few weeks, the corrupted cell keeps making copies of itself. One cell turns into dozens, hundreds, thousands. Because the original was broken, its copies are breaking and mutating even more. They turn into different genetic lineages, clans that are working together and competing. Some mutate in a way that makes them weaker, others' mutations don't change anything, while a few become fitter and better at survival. Together, they now form a tiny, tiny tumor. Not cancer yet, but getting there. The growing tumor needs a lot of resources.
Yeah,
if the
so
cells
they
don't
need
get food and oxygen,
blood
they'll
and
die
oxygen.
and the problem just solves itself. Unfortunately, a few corrupted cells unlock a new mutation that saves them, the ability to order the growth of new blood vessels. And so your body provides the supply they need to survive. But as the tumor continues to grow, it starts causing damage. Neighboring healthy cells begin to starve and die, which attracts attention. In a sense, this tiny tumor is like a rogue town. Imagine a group of rebels in Brooklyn decide that they're no longer part of New York and start a new settlement called Town, which happens to occupy the same space. The new city wants to grow, so it orders tons of steel beams, cement, and drywall.
Oh God.
New buildings follow no logic, are badly planned, ugly, and dangerously crooked. They're built right in the middle of streets, on top of playgrounds, and on existing infrastructure. The old neighborhood is torn down or overbuilt to make room for new stuff. Many of the former residents are trapped in the middle of it and begin to starve. This goes on for a while until the smell of death finally attracts attention. Building inspectors and police show up. In your body, attracted by the stench of dead cells, your immune system is activated. First responder immune cells invade the tumor.
I'm just gonna say this one thing. I swear recently it seems like Kurzgesagt has maybe 3 topics they like to go on. It's like either ants, the immune system, which involves cancer, or black holes. Which, granted, I am happy to always learn more about that kind of stuff. It's cool. I mean, the world is huge. It's so complicated. There's only so much you can learn in like a 10-minute video. So of course they make multiple. But I mean, just yeah, what am I complaining about? It's Kurzgesagt, I like their stuff.
Macrophages and natural killer cells, police forces that go right to work, killing and eating tumor cells.
But can they do it
They
fast
release
enough is the
chemical signals
question.
that let the whole immune system know that there is cancer to be eradicated. Dendritic cells, the intelligence officers of your immune system, collect samples of dead tumor cells and begin activating your heavy weapons, helper and killer T cells. We
Yes.
explained these specialized super weapons in another video, but all you really need to know is that they have a library listing every bad thing that could come into your body. While each cancer is unique, there are genetic corruptions that they can't hide, and your T cells know what to look for.
Yeah, so I remember this from the last cancer video they did. It was they can either hide all of their their external protein things. At which point the antibodies say, "Hey, you're not showing me showing me the stuff I need to see. Destroy." Or they have it out, and then they see, "Hey, wait, there's something wrong with you. Die." it's a lose there for the cancer. Which, I mean, yeah, granted, you don't want cancer to win.
They are the deadliest cancer killers you have. By the time they arrive, the tumor has grown to hundreds of thousands of cells, but this is about to change. T cells block the growth of new blood vessels, which starves thousands of tumor cells and puts an end to their growth. Imagine the building inspectors switching off electricity and water and putting up roadblocks to Cancertown so no more food or materials can be delivered. With no way to hide from the carnage unfolding, the tumor collapses as hundreds of thousands of tumor cells are massacred. Their carcasses are cleaned up and consumed by macrophages that then order healthy tissue to regenerate. Your body has crushed the illegal tumor town without mercy. You'll never know about this fight or how many times this has happened inside your body, except in this case, something didn't go as planned.
Yeah, this is when cancer continues, unfortunately.
2. The equilibrium phase. Unfortunately, natural selection spoils your victory. By doing its best to destroy the tumor, your immune system accidentally selects the fittest tumor cells. Remember, the tumor consists of different lineages that keep growing and keep mutating. Most of these are eradicated, but just a few are more resilient. One cell survives. It comes from the fittest tumor lineage and was just a bit better at surviving the massacre than anyone else.
Yeah.
It decides to do it all over again, but better this time. This tumor cell is much stronger than any of the thousands that were killed. Maybe it's better at hiding or fighting back. Maybe it grows faster or is better at stealing resources. Maybe it can survive with much less oxygen, and so it all begins again. It's like the surviving rebels that started Tumor Town have learned their lessons. Now they know the law better and how to break it, what permits help them, and how to avoid the police. And so the surviving tumor cell makes thousands of copies that mutate and form new lineages until once again a tumor has grown, made up of more resilient cells. The immune system doesn't care though, and this time it even has experience. Instead of starting with police, SWAT teams go right in to tear Tumor Town down, killing its inhabitants without mercy. But once again, they don't get everyone. One of them survives, a fitter tumor cell from an already fitter lineage.
This is how you get like antibiotic resistant bacteria as well. I mean, it's the exact same principle. They always say, oh, it kills 99.999, but it always leaves that 0.0001% that survived and will then now reproduce because there's no competition to steal resources.
This time, it gets a cheap suit and studies the building code, pretending to be a lawyer to start Tumor Town all over again. This struggle now repeats a few times. Each time, the rebels learn a bit more about how to avoid the law. If at any point the immune system gets all of the tumor cells, the story ends. But in this case, it doesn't. Finally, a tumor cell changes in a way that makes it properly dangerous cancer. The type that kills people. How? Immune cells have an off switch that deactivates them before they can attack, which in principle is a good idea. The immune system is extremely dangerous, and in many cases it needs to be shut down, like around your central nervous system. But this off switch can be exploited. The mutated tumor cell finds a way to switch the immune system off by targeting inhibitor receptors on anti-cancer cells. Inhibitor receptors stop immune cells from, well, killing. This cell is now the powerful founder of a new lineage of cancer cells and mass produces thousands of new copies that once again change and mutate further, building yet another Tumor Town. 3. The escape phase. The new cancer cells have become immune to the immune system, and everything is different this time.
Yeah, that's not
Tumor
good.
Town has been rebuilt, even uglier and stranger than before, but now the Cancer City Council has forged all sorts of permits. As building inspectors come to shut down construction, they get confused. Stunned, they wander off, unable to order the destruction of the sprawling buildings. Police try to enter the illegal city to arrest the builders and execute inhabitants. But this time, Tumor Town has erected its own roadblocks that keep the law from entering. Confused officers stand around helplessly. As Tumor Town slowly envelops the former Brooklyn and more civilians die, T-cell SWAT teams arrive to end this travesty. But things get worse. New lineages of Tumor Town officials have started to forge court documents that order police to shoot at the SWAT teams. What the cancer cells are doing at this point is actively shutting down immune defenses by sending corrupt signals. The now malignant tumor is no longer a pushover and has begun creating the cancer microenvironment, a sort of borderland that's hard to cross. All avenues of attack have been shut down, and uncontrollable growth is the consequence. This is a dangerous tumor. Cells that are strong and able to fight push your immune system back and expand further. If more mutations happen, then some of the cancer cells will begin to explore the world and expand into other tissues to build new towns. And this is exactly what makes cancer so harmful. It's taking up space and stealing so many nutrients that your true self has no room to function anymore.
This whole thing, I mean, just, it is so depressing when you think about this. I mean, like, I think I said this before in my in the previous video they were talking about cancer, but like, my grandfather and my aunt both survived colon cancer. My grandfather did twice. The first one he was like 60, and the second one he was like 80. My dad had a sister. She died of leukemia, and just it's stuff like this. And if I think about it for too long, it scares me. And then you have my little brother, which he has his own set of problems that I won't get into because it's not my place. But still, cancer is no laughing matter.
If this goes on for too long, organs will shut down. But this tactic is a dead end. The more successful cancer gets, the more damage it does to its world. When the body dies, the cancer dies too. It truly is a game without winners.
Yeah.
Except humanity is planning to win this game. At this very moment, hundreds of thousands of scientists are working on new and better ways of killing cancer to destroy and burn down tumor towns for good. In recent years, immunotherapy has made enormous progress. It's a relatively new therapy in which your own immune cells are modified to kill cancer better than any medicine can do. It's like giving your building inspectors machine guns and flamethrowers. But this is a story for another time. For now, cancer is a battleground. But if human ingenuity is to be trusted, then one day, maybe in the not too distant future, we will eradicate it once and for all.
Hey, here's to hoping. Cancer, it is. Oh God, it is not nice. I have literally nothing I can add to that. I mean, like, what can you, like, nobody has a defense for cancer. Nobody should have a defense for cancer. As he said, it's a losing game where everybody involved, including the cancer, loses. So yeah. I hope you guys liked. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if not. Original video is in the description if you haven't seen it for some reason. Corner tab will be linking to my newest Let's Play video. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, and I hope you guys stay healthy.